Hello everyone, Ryan here, and I'm back with another PGA 2K23 Challenge Series video, and today I'm returning to the Impossible Challenge Series. And in this series, I take on some of the hardest golf courses in the game on extreme course conditions and try to get to a score of even or better on Master TGC Tour's difficulty settings. In my first Impossible Challenge Series on the channel, I took down the Predator AG on the 11th attempt, a round of golf we will never forget here on the channel, my best round of golf of all time. But here today, we continue our journey at the truly impossible golf course for me, Central Park AG, designed by the legend Alan Greenspan. And today will make my 62nd week in this challenge, my 62nd attempt. Although last week we had a great start to the challenge, we fell apart on hole number 9, and at that point just couldn't get it back together. Hole number 9 crushed us last week. But on the 5 weeks before that, we have been so close. There's been so many weeks really across these past 15 weeks where we have been right there to complete this challenge. So today, I need all of your all's one times. I need all the hype and positive, encouraging comments, just like always. If y'all get some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more. And thank you all so much for all the encouraging words. I can't tell you all enough how inspiring you all are each week to bring me back. Seeing your all's positivity, seeing your never give up mentality, it feeds me and it fires me up to do this each and every week. So today, it is time. Attempt number 62 at Central Park AG. Today is the day. And here we go. You all already know the course. Central Park AG by Alan Greenspan. The settings are the same they've always been. We got back tees. Pin location number 4. Very high winds. Blowing in the north direction. Very firm fairways. Very firm greens. Very fast green speeds. Default time of day and weather. Very unplayable course conditions. That does not stop me from coming back for my 62nd attempt. You never give up. We keep fighting each and every week. Let's go ahead and take down Central Park AG today for our last round of golf on this course. Get your coffee, whatever you're drinking. Cheers, everybody.
Hello there. Pleased to have your company. My name's John. Welcome to PGA Tour 2K23. Nice little par 4 to start us out here today. Let's do this. It is time to drop this in the fairway.
Let's get the nervous jitters out, right? Get the nervous jitters out. Now, one thing to keep in mind, I've been playing a lot of college football, still playing a lot of college football, but in my rounds back in this game this week, the course showcase video on Wednesday played some of the best golf I've ever played. In the career mode episode, although the swing was all over the place, some of the best putting I've ever had. So swing is feeling better this week than it was 2 weeks ago, which is when I recorded the last Impossible Challenge Series video. So yeah, this could be the one. Tip 62 starts now. Pull fast, that's all right. Better than a pull slow. If it goes in the sand, it's not a huge deal. Now, one thing to point out, this is the worst wind you can have on this golf course. This is max wind in a nightmare direction.
Second shot here on the first.
Because when we get to some holes on this course, especially 17, oh my, you all will know what I'm talking about. Oh, terrible lie for a driver off the deck. Just got to put this up into the fairway. Or the light rough, which is fine. Either way here on this hole. That's a beautiful swing, though.
We'll get it back. This one's your third.
110 yards away. This is ideal scenario here. We've had one hole out on this golf hole, and it was from a similar spot. It was the only birdie in this Impossible Challenge series. 110, downhill 3, side wind. This is a great club. We don't have to really do anything to it. The lie does affect it a bit, so I'm going to do a D-loft with a touch of backspin. The reason is, you see how the wind is in our face a bit? Just a bit. It's enough to disrupt the shot. That's perfect. Go in. No. Oh. Oh my goodness. That looked familiar. When we had the hole out, it was
Well,
exactly
that's all right.
like
We'll get on
that.
the green next time.
Yeah,
And
we're
this one's a
far away for
fourth.
par, but that was a great shot. That was a perfectly calculated shot aim-wise. It's just you can add more spin to that, but then you really risk landing it in that fairway and maybe bouncing all the way down off the back of the green into the water, right? That was a great shot. Let's par this. I'm going to putt this. A little Texas wedge here from the fairway. It's right to left, and it comes back at the end. One time. Get in. Come back.
Went right by.
Come back.
All right, drop this
Wow.
one for the bogey.
That comes back a lot of times. Clearly not today. Wow, that's a great putt too. We hit it just a touch too firm. If we hit that, it's good holing speed though. Hey, you're going for bogey or better first few holes. We almost hold out for birdie, then almost
And
a
hopefully
little
this
Texas
isn't
wedge for
foreshadowing
par.
our near future. We're starting the round off above par, but we can drop some strokes as we get through this round.
Clearly, John forgot
See what
about the
happens
last
here. We get a
61
long par
attempts.
four
A
for this
bogey's
one.
good on the first hole, and that was we almost had another birdie. That was heat-seeking. Okay, come on. Our best challenges in this series, we bogeyed 1 and 2, but let's birdie number 2 today. It's just fine. That's why I aimed so far to the right. That swing, if we have that swing much more today, we are in trouble.
Yeah, that'll work. Here's our second shot on hole number 2.
268, downhill 1 foot, wind at our back. And I want to point out, been playing a lot of college football 25. That content has been amazing. You can check it out on the channel. I have a dynasty mode leading my Kentucky Wildcats to the national championship. Got a road to glory career mode as quarterback for the Minnesota Golden Gophers as well. Been fantastic. Perfect. That's the swing. This is perfect. That's a perfect swing. It flew a little bit too much in the wind. We did hit the upslope, but you want to hit that middle upslope. We've never hit it. You know, that's how hard it is, because here's the thing. You have to hit it over the trees. If you clip that tree, you're in trouble. But the landing zone to hit that middle hill on that green, you have to barely carry that tree. It's so risky. But this is perfect. 38 yards, uphill 5. We've had this chip shot a lot, or flop shot. It's just a little D-loft and front spin. You don't want it to spin back. Gonna come off to the left. Get the swing dialed in. See? That's why. Slow's a nightmare here. A slight slow's fine. That's basically perfect. That could be in. Go in, please. That was such a good shot. And watch this ball roll out. Welcome to Central Park AG, everybody. The Dream Crusher.
And here's an 8-footer for us.
It's a great shot. 8 feet, uphill 3. It's right to left. This one's tricky, right? Because you see right where the ball's sitting. But the question becomes, is it right to left? And when does it switch left to right, right? So you're basically guessing. And I don't think we need to overthink this. I think we hit it firm, send it in, be on our way.
Looking good.
Let's go. What a
Nicely
start.
played.
That 3-wood shot was perfect. The flop shot
And
was
just one
perfect.
stroke over par
Putt was
at the moment.
perfect. It's a good sign. Stay focused. $170 yards. Downhill 40. Come on. Come on. Wind at our back. We'll cross headwind. So, across tailwind. So, I'm going to put a bit of spin. I'm going to de-loft this a bit. Because we got to make sure it carries that bunker. That's perfect.
I think this one's found the dance floor.
What a golf shot. The wind is going to add a little bit more forward row to it. That's still amazing.
Second shot on the third.
A tricky little putt, though, because we're sitting on a left to right slope. And it's uphill, and then it's downhill, right? But if you send this too far, you can say goodbye to that golf ball to the right. And I mean goodbye. A little bit more backspin on that shot, and we would be dancing right next to the hole. It's a tough balance, right? I don't think chip's the way. What gives us the best chance to make? It's definitely a putt. But we got to carry that first slope, trickle on down, right into the hole. Speed wasn't terrible. It was good holing speed. It just didn't break up that slope.
A little too hard.
So the
Good luck
reason
here.
I aimed
Just for
farther
par.
to the left to point out as well, if you miss that low side, that ball is going to roll all the way down the green. So you have to aim safe up high. Just I was expecting, I misread the distance off that fringe and onto that uphill red slope. I was going to make it. I just hit it. Just shot setup was a little bit too hard. Hard as in I hit the ball too hard.
Looking pretty good. Down she goes.
We can't say Central Park never gave us anything, because, oh my, that was dangerous. We are 1 over through 3. This is a dream
And you're
start
sitting at
here.
1 over par at the moment. Let's see how this par 5 goes.
Come on. I'm trying to get the focus that I have. If you watch the college football Kentucky Wildcat Dynasty, I get locked in and focused, trying to lead Kentucky to a win. So on each play, I'm sitting there and I'm laser focused. And I want to do that here on my golf swing instead of telling life stories during my swing. So let's lock in a few seconds before each time. Beautiful.
I think we're going to be in the fairway with this one.
Look, this wind is nuts. This is... Now, we have to realize this is the worst wind that you can get on this course. So, we know what's coming.
And second
The hardest
shot here
back
on the
nine
fourth.
ever. Because, again, if you watch all 62 attempts, you know, or if you watch 10 attempts, 5 attempts, you know just how variable the wind is at very high north. And this is the worst one you can actually get. Not ideal. So we've got to put this thing around this tree into the fairway. Such a tough shot. Such a tough shot. Get lucky. I pulled it. I used the swing plane. Bunker's better than the rough, though. So that was a swing plane problem.
Setting
Shot
up
setup was
in
perfect.
The bunker.
Good news is we're sitting with a good lie, 83-94%. We've got to put this thing pretty good. The wind is going to help us and hurt us at the same time. It depends on if we get the 94 or 83%. That's tricky, right? It's an upslope too, so it's going to take off more distance anyways. We're just going to aim at the hole, send it to the left. We're not going to end our run on this golf hole. We're playing well. We just want to get up and down for par. Okay, I don't know what happened to the swing, but... oh my.
Setting up here for your fourth.
Okay, moving on. Let's chip this one close. Full off and backspin, 91, 95% lie. This is a full-on attack mode situation here. I love this. We can make this. Just hope we don't get the 91%. That's pretty good. I still was hoping with that full loft and backspin with that rough. We got the 91%. I was hoping to get a little bit more than that. We're still sitting with a good chance to par. One time, please, everybody. Drop a one time. Gotta make this.
It could be a good one.
That's an incredible par.
Nice.
One of the best
Dropping
pars
that down in the
we've
cup
had.
for par. Well done.
That's good strategy. That's playing smart. And that's hitting big-time shots and putts. Oh, my.
Just one over at the moment. And the wind is picked up. We got a tailwind to deal with.
So, true story. I had a dream a couple nights ago. And on this hole, I went for it. And I smacked it out of bounds. We got a 10 on this hole. So, let's not do that. Everybody shook their head. Yeah, let's not do that, right? One time. Now, it didn't stop me from going for it. That's actually just fine because this is the chip spot. It's a good thing that didn't go in the sand.
A little off on
This
that
is the
approach,
chip
but
spot
that's
anyways.
Okay.
I was hoping to go for the sand. That's where we've hit a lot recently, but this is our most hit shot from this golf hole. So on this one, you want to do a touch of front spin. 88 to 92% lie. That changes the shot dramatically. Because if it's 88, that is... oh, okay. Let's think about this. This could come all the way back down. Really could. One time. One time. That's very solid. That's very solid from there. The uphill lie did not affect that at all, surprisingly. And then one of the toughest putts on this course. Honestly, one of the toughest holes. This hole is very underrated. We know what you got to do here. Done this before. one time. Oh,
Ooh.
that was such a good effort. You have to do that because you got to get it to
Okay,
stop.
here we go for the
So
bogey.
it's much harder. If you try to hit through the break there, it's almost impossible to read. That was a really good red putt. You all realize if I hit that a percentage point or two harder, it goes in. That's a clutch bogey from where we were. That uphill lie just didn't affect the
Was a
ball,
good putt.
surprisingly.
All
Still
right,
a
2 over
great
par
start.
at the moment.
We've had 5 birdies on the back before. 6 birdies in a single round.
It's blowing out there. We got a headwind on this hole.
And hole number 6.
Oh, effortlessly done. Nice swing. Oops, that
You
one
know,
went bye-bye.
so many people have been telling me to get aggressive on this golf hole off the tee. And I've been doing it lately, and it's been working.
Shot.
But the problem with getting aggressive off the tee is that right there, right? That is the problem you face when you go for the cart path.
Yep, that was a good swing. Well done.
If you do hit the cart path, you turn this hole into a par hole, or possibly a birdie
Here's your
hole.
4th.
So I understand the thinking there. It's the impossible challenge. You're trying to gain strokes, but let's not get flustered. I'm not going to let that run my round. You all realize how close that was to being perfect, though. That's the impossible challenge. That drive was so close to being perfection. And it would have been a possible birdie chance. A most likely
Nicely
birdie,
struck.
actually. Or par.
We've got about 115 yards to the pin.
This is our most concede shot limit hole other than 12. This wind makes this tough, but we don't play this challenge because it's easy, do we? Come on. Come on. We're still in this. Good shot. Good shot. We've got to save double. We save triple. It's not the worst thing in the world, but...
We're on the green with that one. Well done. Good luck on this one. We've got 16 feet.
16 feet? I don't think I'm going for that anymore. I think we've done it the past, like, 4 weeks. No more. Once you find the water once, you will stop.
This one's on a good line.
Oh. That was so
A
close.
little bit too much power into that putt.
Good putt, but
This one is for triple bogey.
tough triple. But it's okay. It's
That'll
not the
do
first
nicely.
time we tripled that hole. We tripled that hole. How many weeks in a row have we struggled on that hole? Quite a bit. That's been the dagger in our front 9 in quite some time, which is getting aggressive on it has
You're
worked a
currently
little
sitting
bit,
at 5
but
over.
I don't think it's worth it. I
This
think
is a pretty
today
lengthy
proves
par 5
that,
hole ahead of us.
yes, you might get a birdie, and if you do that, it changes the round completely, but if you don't, it changes the round completely in the opposite direction, right? This wind today is nuts. You know, it would have been like 4 or 5 weeks
This is
ago.
heading to the fairway.
We had the best wind ever. Do you all remember that? It was fantastic. But we messed up on like one hole, and it
Second
cost us
shot
the
here on
round.
the 7th.
We're coming back. We've had 6 birdies between the 7th and the 18th before. We are not done. This course is not won. That's perfect. It could have been a nightmare. This is a perfect place. We are full on attacking every single golf hole from
About
here on out.
95 yards to that pin from here.
Oh, we are in great position to attack here. 3 hybrid, put it on the left side, middle of the green, and make it.
Someone's heading for some trouble.
We knew the swing would be rusty, but it's just so interesting. Swing felt pretty good. I
Well,
did say in the other
unfortunate,
videos that
gonna
could have been beginner's
get
luck.
counted as a missed green.
10 days off, coming back into it. You know, sometimes you have those beginner's luck rounds, but we can flop this one close. Wow, that thing just
15 feet
died.
up from here.
15-footer, uphill 4. Very makeable par. It's just barely moving.
What's heading towards
That's
the
clutch
hole.
right there.
And that's your par right there.
9, remember, 9 was the hole that killed us on the front last week. 6 was the hole that's killed us the most. 9 and 6 on the front have been the
Sitting at 5
disruptors.
over par for your round. Okay, 8th hole.
Not to mention
coming
1
up.
and 2, but 1 and 2, I think we all expect those holes to be disruptors at this point, right? Wind's dying down a bit. That's like our 5th huge pull. Swing was great in the warm-ups,
that's
I'll
not
say that.
That's not a great one.
It's not a great one, but the good news is we can still put this up there close. Actually, no, we can't on that slope. So we've got to just put this into the fairway. Wake up, Thumb! Wake up! Stop pulling it.
Okay, safely back in the fairway. This is what our 3rd shot's looking like.
This is night and day compared to the other rounds I played this week. From a swing playing perspective. So my thumb just wants to pull today.
Safe approach, nice.
Practice swings have been
Drop
really
this, you could
good,
say
and then you go to
par.
the swing, it's just like the thumb forgets 20 feet, uphill 2. It's not a lack of focus. I'm more focused than I've ever been. It's just tough, as we know. One time.
Oh my.
Come back. It's not going to come back.
Here
Not
comes
that
the
green.
bogey putt.
And also, we wanted it to, so
This putt's
it's not
tracking.
going to.
And
That's
mark it
so close. That
down
was a good
and
putt
bogey.
effort. Not our greatest front. We're going to have a record back 9. We've done it before, but we've got to conquer 9.
And currently sitting at 6 over. Here we go. Par 4 ahead of
Many
you.
of you predicted that this week would be something else. And I was hoping that something else you all meant was a good thing. I think I know what you all meant. But with how the swing felt in the other videos this week, I feel locked in. We got to hit the fairway. We got so lucky that that ball carried that fence. Did you all see how bad that swing input was? Yeah, they
Okay, this
canceled
one's
each
about
other out.
135 to the pin.
What I always say is when you miss, hope you miss in the opposite directions. We just got so lucky. That might be one of the luckiest shots we've ever had in 62 attempts. Because we can attack this hole now. Wind is starting to move into our favor. Too little too late as far as the wind's helping us out. I'm not going to give the wind credit. So I'm going to do backspin. And we're going to de-loft this. into the wind. And we're going to put this right next to the hole. Why not? I feel like practice swings are messing me up. I'm not doing them. Swing right this time. I'm going to try to focus on a right follow through. Well, it was straighter. It was still to the left, though. Huh. Which really affects that wind effect, and it just sent it to the left. When you put that much shot shaping on the shot, even a narrow miss on the swing plane goes a long way.
Okay, this can take you down to 5 over par.
40 feet, uphill 1 foot. Come on, Ryan. Come on. Come on. That could go in.
Looking very nice.
Oh
no, it's right by the hole.
That is one of the best putts I've ever hit.
And this is about 4
Not only
feet.
did we get the perfect speed for it to actually stop there, we missed that by a millimeter. Wow, you talk about a momentum shifter, even missing it. That was absolutely fantastic. You know, it's interesting. In some of our worst front nines, seriously, in some of our worst front nines, in the first 8 holes, we play number 9 great. In our best front nines, we play number 9 terrible. And I mean concede shot limit on 9. It makes no sense. Welcome to Central Park AG, everybody.
This one's tracking.
Wow, that was a
Nicely
great putt.
done. We're in there for the par.
Hey, we never give up. This is the impossible challenge. You get 1 attempt per week. There is no quitting off a challenge.
All right, that's
there
6
is
over
no
for the day.
retrying. You
Heads
load it up,
wind's blowing left to right
hit the
here.
record button. That's attempt 62. Yes, it'd be so nice if I would have started this challenge and been like, oh, you can rage quit as many times as you want till you get that perfect attempt. I should have done that. Next one, we do that. Next one, we limit it to 15 attempts per course. 100%. We are not doing more than 15 per course in the future. The biggest downside, I said I would try this till the new game came out, and some might say, well, it's not a downside, Ryan. Yeah, I know. It's not, but you all see what I'm saying, I think. Next time we know, right? Predator AG, we did an 11. I had too much confidence. Never even been close to that score again.
Well done. Here's our second shot on the 10th.
Ooh, if only we had a better driver off the deck lie. Remember that time when Ryan Gamer was sitting 6 under par and dominated on the back nine at Central Park AG?
This one's about 105 yards out.
Lob wedge, normal. I do love the way speaking of the Impossible Challenge, I love the way that Apex did it. So Apex did a like marathon stream. I couldn't put myself through that, right? I couldn't do that. But I love the way the Apex Hound did it. It was really cool. He did a marathon stream, then that long video. And that's a great way to do it. And I wish, when I started this Impossible Challenge series, I never expected to be here for 62 attempts. I had a lot of confidence. Just go back and watch attempt number 1. So I never expected to have to do like the rage. I did the rage quit clause 1 time a week and all this. I think it does add to excitement to the challenge. But I think something like that would be really cool for a future Impossible Challenge attempt. Like a marathon, just like the Apex Hound did there at Predator AG. I think that's a really cool way to do it. And I'm not going to put a rate, like in the next one, I'm not putting a rage quit clause or 1 time a week. I'll decide the parameters on the next one, but it's definitely going to change. Let's send this in. It's going to come back down. I put front spin on it. Wasn't enough, though. I don't know if it was. It might. Whew. That shot, if you put front spin with the right wind, it's perfect.
All right, let's sink this for birdie and peace out. What'd he say?
8 feet, uphill 1 foot, 1 inch. But I do like I feel like this Central Park has really helped me develop perseverance and keep fighting, you know? It would have been so easy for me to be like, you know, I'm just going to change the rules. And we may change the rules in the future, but for now, we're not changing anything. We're already 62 attempts in. We're invested now.
This putt's good so far.
Wow, it just broke so much at the beginning. I did not see that much break at the beginning. Wow. Welcome to Central Park AG, everybody.
Whoopsie.
I guess the good news, if I rage quit, that's challenge incomplete, right? I guess the good news is if I rage quit off, we fail the challenge forever. I never thought about that. Wow, why did I never think about that? Just gotta do a one big rage one time. Straight off Central Park AG. This course.
Oh, that won't do.
I tell ya.
Okay, sixth
This
shot
course
on this hole
is driving me nuts. There is no course as hard as this. I am telling you, there is no course as unique as this. There is nothing like this in this video game. This course plays so unique from week to week. And I'm telling you, it is absolutely insane how much different this course plays from week to week. It's honestly
well, that ended up
impossible.
Not great, I guess, in the end.
Thanks, John. Go in. That would be Central Park AG. No, it said, no, it's like, I'm not going in, Ryan. I'm just going to roll down. No, I'll stop for you this time.
Let's try to sink this and
thank you.
bounce back on the next hole.
Where were you a couple holes ago? Okay, quad bogey. Welcome to Central Park AG, when the only course where you can par one of the hardest courses and quadruple bogey one of the easiest.
Now sitting at 10 over for your round.
This is a very similar run to last week, wasn't it? Very similar run to last week. I've been focused. We're not playing terrible golf. Well, swing's not there, but
that swing was to die for.
This has also been terrible wind. That's a big thing about this challenge is what's the wind RNG you get. If we get another good wind RNG, we dominate this course. We got the worst you can get.
Safely on the green. This is a super long putt.
That out of bounds hurt us.
Let's see how you do.
37 feet, uphill 1 foot. Let's send it in. Oh, you gotta hit it.
Here with a 4-foot putt.
You gotta hit it. That was a good putt, though. We'll take a par. Hey, let's bounce back.
Stroke in there for par.
I don't want this to be a round we forget. I do not want this to be a round we forget.
Sitting at 10 over par.
I want to hit the greatest golf shot of all time.
Staring us down on this one.
In the worst attempt in this challenge series, I hit the best golf shot I have ever hit in this video game. Do you all remember that? Which attempt was that? I played terrible. Absolutely terrible. You all think this is bad. No, this isn't terrible. Go watch the first 40 attempts. Some might say, no, Ryan, go watch the first 50 attempts. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's make this. Number 12 has a smile on his face right now, right? Has a smile on his face like, Ryan's sitting here 10 over. Let's crush him. The dream crusher right here. What a shot. We know where it's rolling, though. Come on, Central Park.
Yep, that's going to do just nicely.
I'm not afraid of you.
Okay, good luck on this one. It's a doozy. Oh, come on, get in.
Oh, we just barely missed it. Wow, a couple percentage points harder and that ball is in the hole. What a
All
putt.
right, for the par.
Every round is a learning experience. Every round you're learning something. And a lot of it is hole 12.
Looking super.
Another one, if we hit a touch harder, it's in. I also pulled that on the swing plane, right? Just a little bit of a pull. Just barely. Look.
Here we go, 30 feet away.
Ryan didn't have to move at all, right? Standing right there.
Oh, this one could drop. Wonderful,
What a
wonderful
putt.
shot.
We're getting much better on that golf hole, though. Like, in all seriousness, the best practice we could do is just play
And now
12 as
teeing
many
off
times
on a
as
par 4.
possible. Get a good bounce. That is perfection. Okay, let's birdie out. Come on.
Nicely done. And setting up about 105 yards to the pin.
We don't rage. We fight. Even though Central Park, I want to rage right now. I'll let you know that.
Well, I think we're bound for the dance floor here.
The best shot I've ever hit
Doing
here.
all right, hitting those greens today. Well done.
Okay.
Here we go. This putt for birdie.
Now we're on to something.
Okay,
All right.
10 over for your round.
Hey, some positives to take away from this round. The first 5
Get
holes,
a left to right cross
we skipped
breeze on this
6, and we skipped 10. It's a good round. And let's ace this. Remember, there is an ace clause. I forgot if the ace clause has been since the Predator AG, and ace is a challenge completion. I put that in at the Predator AG, and we've never done it, but imagine we win this on an ace clause. Here we go. Imagine we win
That was
it
good.
on an ace clause. Oh my.
4 feet
We
left.
almost did it. Wow. I would have just ran around the neighborhood screaming out of excitement for a couple miles if that goes in. I'm telling you right now, you ought to be like, Ryan, why have you been gone for the last 20 minutes in the video? Oh, I'm celebrating, baby. Oh, my.
Looking good. And currently sitting at
A
9
birdie
over.
streak. And listen, I played an entire round to get ready for this. I played an entire round at another course
See what
right
happens
before
here
this
on
to
the
make sure the
15th.
swing was dialed in. Maybe that was the problem. I did not play any practice for the course showcase this week or the PGA Tour career. Played great golf in those. So maybe the problem was the 18-hole warm-up. But a birdie train at Central Park AG? No. We almost activated the ace clause. That was a rule that I loved that I put into
Well
the
done.
challenge series.
And this is about 100.
Yeah, we've never done it.
Yards to the pin.
But it saves you from a lot of pain when you get that ace. Have you all ever seen me hit so many good golf shots in a row at Central Park? Everybody shook their head. Yes. Yes, Ryan. Every Friday. Thank you.
Ah, that didn't hit the mark, did it?
I am putting
Sitting in the
this
green
into
side
the
rough.
hole.
Let's
That's
go.
right. I am putting this from the light rough into the hole. Surprisingly, I'm so confident right now. Like, I'm feeling great. You better watch out, Central Park.
Ah,
Too hard. It's hard to judge the speed, right? From the light rough, obviously. Well, it was good
all right,
speed.
here is a look at
Just
our
misread.
par putt.
What a stretch
All
of
right, 9 over
golf.
par for the day.
This is what I'm saying, that if
Might
we
need a
are
little
3
more power.
over
We
or
got a
4 over
headwind on this
after
hole.
the front, or even 5 or 6 over, as crazy as that sounds, you are in striking distance on this golf course. Because if you play the back perfectly, you can birdie quite a few golf holes. Now, you can't anticipate to almost get an ace. That's for sure, but
That was a good one. Okay, setting up about 180 yards out.
and then row to the right. Yes, and go in the hole. We are on right now. Where was this earlier? It's not that we played bad this round. The swing
Good shot.
wasn't great, but
Okay, here's a 24-footer.
it's tough, right? It's not called the Impossible Challenge because it's easy. What a fight, though.
Ouch, right by the
That never
hole.
broke. Come back into the hole, please. Gonna go around. That thing never broke at all. Maybe I pushed it. I don't know. I didn't see the swing plane.
On this hole, we've got this left for par.
Try not to look at the swing plane too much. It hurts too much. Hard to miss that swing plane. Sure was something. Well,
14
Ryan,
feet
at
to the
least you
cup
didn't
from
have
here.
to move. But there's that.
Oh, it's getting there.
Beautiful.
Okay, moving on.
It's a bogey. Look at that stretch of golf. Birdie, birdie, par, bogey. Welcome to the Impossible
And we're
Challenge,
sitting at
right?
10 over today. Best of luck to you on this par
I said
4.
recently, have you really tried the same course 62 times? No. Or 61 times. I think they said 60 times. I think it was an older video, 50. And I was like, no, I would never do that. You're kidding, right? Who would do that? So this is the win. Remember I talked about the hardest win on the back 9? It is. We played the back 9 really well, but this hole's impossible, so you have to go to the left. Can somebody call in the wind RNG next week? Because wow, do we need it. Can somebody give us some luck in the wind RNG? If we get lucky with the wind, we're in such better shape. That is perfection.
Good shot.
This is
And
great
this is
practice.
About 165 yards
Because
or
this
so
is
to the
a
pin.
shot that if you hit, you cut off so many strokes from your game. And I mean it. Like, this is a challenge win shot if you make it. So the wind grabs it a bit too much on that. That's a tough shot.
Well,
Do you have to hit a
unfortunately,
hybrid
that's a
there?
missed green.
I don't
Okay,
even
here's
know.
our third shot.
Anybody got any thoughts on that shot in a comment? I always like to see your all's thoughts on certain golf shots. But see how much easier the hole plays
Not
when you hit a good
much
shot
work
from here?
left
Like,
for us
you
on this
turn
one.
a
Nicely
automatic
played out of
bogey
that
hole
sand.
to a par hole.
And this next putt for par.
We're shooting the same as we did last
Okay,
week,
let's see
but
what
we're
the
playing
scorecard's saying after that hole. Okay, sitting
worse.
at 10 over for the day.
And better. Isn't that odd? We're playing worse and better than last week.
Got a left to right breeze on this hole.
And what's important to keep in mind, remember, I recorded that last Impossible Challenge video very early. And it was shortly after I did the one before that, attempt 60. And with that, my swing was perfect that week. And it was really good in that round. So if we can get that swing back a little bit, we're in great shape.
Of a swing there.
I really thought today was going to be the day. It was one of those things, because a lot of times in this game, when I take a break from it, I come back playing really good because I'm not thinking about it too much. I should have waited. I shouldn't have done any of the other PGA videos this week. And should have had this round my first round back. And we might have beat it. Because for whatever reason, whenever I take a break from this game and come back, that first round is kind of that beginner's luck scenario. And maybe that's what I should have done. The only thing I would have changed in this round, decision-making wise, was going for it on 6. We will no longer be going for the cart path. I've done it like 4 weeks in a row, and it's worked out, but we've never got a birdie, and I think it's time to put that...
And this is your third shot.
To put that away, unless we're 6 over at that point. Let's eagle hole out. There's going to come a time where we have to birdie this hole, and we're in a great spot to. I do believe
Come on, kick to the right.
The challenge completion run, we're going to be 1 over going into 17. We're going to have to par 17 and birdie the 18th. I'm serious. That's my prediction. When or if this is B, like we have to say that because...
You'll be all right there. This putt
may not beat this before the new game comes out, and then, you know, that's... It's over, but we're close to when the new game comes out. Have to realize that this course is that tough for me. Like, this may not be able to be complete, and it may take 1,000 attempts. Just like me learning a kick flip or a hard flip took well over the thousands, 2,000s. That might be this golf course.
It's getting there.
To win! Simulated win.
Okay,
so
let's
close.
get this one in the cup and finish.
What a par.
This round.
That's the same score as last week, right? Honestly, I take that as a positive, as crazy as that sounds.
And we're done here.
We could have played better. You get rid of hole number 6. You get rid of the mistake on 10. Yeah, on 10. That's a 4 over, 3 over, and it changes everything. We hit 92 furs and 44 gers. That might be the best fur and gers that we've had. No, we've had 100 before. Furs. That might be the highest gers, though. 1.72 putts per hole. That was not a bad run. It's frustrating, right? Because I really thought today was going to be the day. Wow. Yeah, it's tough. It just shows how tough this challenge is. We had like 10 good weeks in a row. Not good. We had 10 solid weeks in a row. Out of those 10 weeks, 5 of those runs were very close. 5 of them, not so much. But we're getting better consistently on many of the golf holes. There's a few things we got to clean up. Number 6, we change our strategy next week. We go back to the safe route. We play for bogey. We may par it. If we par it, that's great, but we play for bogey on 6. 6 will end your run if you let it. Number 10, that's number 10. We got terrible luck on that one. It just kept rolling every single time. It just kept rolling. It just kept rolling. Why do we call this course the Dream Crusher? Well, go rewind and watch number 10 again. The crazy thing about that is that was after parring 9 with almost the best putt I've ever had in this game. Still might be the best putt I've had in this game. And then we go to 10. We're sitting with a birdie putt. We miss it. We miss the chip. It just keeps rolling back. We do it again, and it keeps rolling. And then we hit it far, and it keeps rolling. And then it rolls, and it rolls, and it rolls. I think that was a perfect description of 10. But then we bounce back with a par and 11, which is a really good bounce back. Bogey 12, which is amazing, right? Anything below a 10 on 12 is good. Then we had almost a challenge complete on 13. That was so close. And then a birdie on 14, par on 15, bogey on 16, then parred out, almost birdie 18. There's a lot of birdies to be had. Look at the front. Just look at 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a dream start. And the bogey on 5 was very clutch. We got kind of unlucky with the bounce on 5. That uphill lie from the light rough did not even affect that shot up the hill, and it went. We still almost made the putt and gave ourselves a position to bogey. It's important to realize on that one that if we don't play that putt that way, that's going off the green. We may get a 10 on that hole. And then the 7 on 6 was a good 7. I don't know if I ever want to say good 7, but for hitting it in the water off the tee, it's solid. I should have known going into this that the swing was going to be rusty this week. I should have never attempted that. So we won't be doing that anymore. We will not do that. So I just want to point that out. Number 6, we are going back to the odor route. I know we've kind of got better results on the second shot, less second shots in the water going for this path. But once you put it in the water there, it just shows you that you just can't risk it. Because if we par that, if we double that or bogey that, we're 3 over there and we had 2 birdies in the back. If we drop the birdie on 10 and drop a few more putts in the back, the birdie on 18, that's challenge complete. That's how close we are. Like, although the score is far off, the margins of how close we are with these errors, like we're right there on a lot of these holes. Just a little better rolls, a little better shots, better bounces, and that's going to be a challenge complete. I really think that I can take down this course. Wow. I as crazy as that sounds, being 10 over, but when you run back through it and you see how close you were, that 9 should have never happened on 10, right? We had a birdie putt. That's just, we hit it and it just kept rolling. We got unlucky 2 times in a row and we had a missed input. That putt's tough to read, right? It's an extremely tough putt. Could I have played it like I did on hole 5? Yeah, I could have played it similar, just hit it very soft up and to the left. I still don't think it stops there. But yeah, there's different ways I could have played that. But we fight. So attempt 62 is one to forget, even though we did have some glimpses of greatness. It's time to tune up the swing this week, tune up the swing next week, and get ready for attempt 63. Lucky number 63 could be the one. 63, I got to dial in the swing a little bit, work on swing playing like I need to, and I did before the last 5 weeks. So we'll keep working on it. We're going to keep fighting. I need you all. Thank you for all the positive, encouraging words each week. It keeps me going. It keeps me inspired. You all are legends. If you get some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more, and be sure to check out the College Football 25 content. It is incredible. I'm serious. That Dynasty Mode series is fantastic. The Road to Glory series is fantastic. It's just so much fun. And there's plenty of other content here on the channel. We got 6 or 7 ongoing career modes at the same time across many different sports games, including PGA 2K23. We got EA PGA Tour, Top Spin, MLB The Show, College Football Dynasty, and College Football Road to Glory. So plenty of content you can tune into here on the Gamerability YouTube channel each and every day outside the Impossible Challenge series. Usually post these on Fridays, but as we get further along into this year, it will be tough to get these in on every Friday. It might become an every 2 weeks thing, and if we'll see, we'll keep monitoring this challenge. We'll keep seeing how you all, how the positive, encouraging comments come through. Those positive, encouraging comments are the ones that really fuel me. I don't see the negative ones. I'll just go ahead and put that out. I don't look at the negative ones. So you all, you're leaving negative comments, I don't see them, so hopefully you're not doing that, but positive ones I always see. And thank you for the tips as well. And number 6, I want everybody to leave a comment saying, Orion, send it to the right, avoid the cart path. That was, you realize how close that was to hitting the cart path though, and also how close it was to being in the fairway with the 3-wood to the green. So I see why people think that that's a good route. You know, I've seen Coxter hit that route. I've seen Stives hit that route. You know, those players are the top players in the world though, right? They don't miss. So like they can take those routes with good input and hit that cart path with precision. I don't have that type of precision. I do not have the precision of Stives or Coxter or the other top players in the game, right? So I think I need to just hang out on the right side over there. I will see you all in the next one. We keep fighting. Central Park AG. I'm not going to give a speech next game. I'm not going to say, oh, we're taking you down today. No more speeches. We're taking you down, though. Speech today. You're going down, Central Park AG. Next week is the week. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.